Welcome to Dr. MaryOz's Radical Change Now radio program. Today you will learn how to combine healing and the law of attraction to better your own life in mere weeks. Join us on our journey, which starts right now. Here's your host, Dr. MaryOz.
So, welcome to Radical Change Now, where we care about your health, your wealth, happiness, relationships, and whether or not you are living your dream life. Here on the Voice America Empowerment Channel, we want to help you find the answers that you are looking for. And our Radical Change Now show for the next 26 weeks is all about bringing you powerful coaches, therapists, healers, energy workers that are already making a difference in other people's lives. So we're back here with Rihanna. Welcome, Rihanna.
Hi, Dr. Mary.
Hi.
Nice talking with you again.
Yes,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're back. I know you have more powerful information to share with us.
Absolutely.
And I just want to mention to our audience today, if they missed you last week, that you are a powerful life and love relationship coach. And the title of today's show is How to Attract and Have an Emotionally Healthy, Evolved, and Conscious Relationship. And the first thing I want to do is invite our listeners to go back to last week's show. If you missed it, Rihanna shared some incredibly powerful information about what she calls childhood trauma, dating trauma, and relationship trauma. So if you go to DrMaryOzFreeGifts.com, she offered a wonderful free gift, which is 2 different chapters in 2 different books that she wrote. And we're hoping that some of you have dived deep into that material and you've come back to join us. And later on in the show, Rihanna's going to have a teaching moment where she just kind of takes over and does her thing and really encourages you guys to have healthy relationships and lets you know how to do that. So if you want to go visit that site, it's DrMaryOzFreeGifts.com. So welcome back, Rihanna.
Thank you.
Hope you had a nice new year.
Oh, I did. Did you?
Also, I did. Yes, I had a great year last year, and I'm ready for an awesome year again.
Me too. And I hope all of our listeners get super focused and get very inspirational and deeply inspired, really, to have the life they desire and the love they deserve. The clock is ticking. The time is now. So I really appreciate you joining us. And if I can help with, inspiring you to have that emotionally healthy, evolved, and conscious relationship, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah, and Rihanna, one of the things I love about doing a radio show and just really love about bringing powerful people to the audience is I really do get to meet people like you. And it's like, some people are taking in New Year's Eve and it's just about partying, or they're kind of not happy about the year before and not feeling so hopeful. But I feel like it's always a blessing when I get to meet powerful people that have a message to share, and they're already making a difference in people's lives. So
we love the work that we do. Helping transform lives is absolute passion and my mission, to help people get beyond any places that they're stuck and move on to feel amazing about their life and relationships.
Yeah, awesome. It's the quality of life, right? It's based on the quality of our relationships. So I believe you're going to take a deep dive with us. You have a book, Love Beyond Your Dreams, Break Free of Toxic Relationships to Have the Love You Deserve. Mm-hmm. And last week we actually took a look at the rough side. Like, you kind of left the call thinking, oh my gosh, I've got more issues than I realized. And this week,
so your listeners know, the research shows 90% of people suffer from some childhood trauma. Most people don't even realize it. So that is important to hear part 1. And it's like, whoa, okay, I do have like 6 or 7 of these. Yeah. So how do we deal with that, and how are they coming up in relationships?
Yeah, total transparency. So when you did the call last week and you went over that, as a therapist and a coach, I've definitely worked on healing a lot of areas of my life. But I definitely took notes. And there was 1 or 2 that you mentioned. And I was like, I think I better take a look at that. So really powerful stuff. Good. So tell us about this emotionally healthy, evolved relationship. What does it look like?
Well, there's so much that I wrote, and there's over 250 books that I researched that is cut into Love Beyond Your Dreams. And I think that's why I became a #1 bestseller. But I just have some things to outline for this question, and I'm going to bring it back in about what are the qualities that create the relationship from each person that are necessary. So I'll talk about that in section 2. But just a few things. Like I said, this is all of section 4. And the most fascinating thing, I love this part of the book because nobody taught us how to have an emotionally healthy relationship. Not our parents, no one in schools, not even in my master's program in psychology. Did we really learn the do's and don'ts to have an emotionally healthy relationship? So this gives a lot of lists and a lot of breakdowns on exactly what to do. But here's some of my favorites that I teach over and over again. First, the partners have to understand the concept of it's you and me against the world. So you protect your relationship against others, always making your partner feel safe and cherished and making them a priority. A lot of people that are married put their children first, and therefore the couple whittles away to a passionless relationship, and they wonder what happens when the divorce request comes. They're like shocked. It's like, well, if you looked at it, how intimate are you? Are you still dating? Are you still having fun? So it's really important you and your partner come first, and then your children come second. And in the relationship, I see a lot of relationships that are codependent. So it should be a healthy, I call it an equilateral triangle, 3 equal sides of you, me, and us. So you have your individual time. So whether that's for learning, work, education, working out, yoga, whatever you need, he has his special time, or partner 2 has their special time. And then that equal piece of us. And I tell my couples it's important to have 4 alone dates to 1 group date. A lot of people, as they get older, they make friends with people, and they always go out on a group date, lacking the intimacy. The guys talk about football, the girls talk about their kids, and there's no intimacy there. So it's not really a great date. That's just hanging out with other people. So, you want to keep that balance and make sure you have enough us time. And both of you should be scheduling in those dates and those special times together. This third one's really important. You would tap into this one, Mary. Be what you want to attract. So this is based on the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Be emotionally healthy. I mean, if you want a financially secure partner, you better have that area of your life together first before you start going out and dating. So I meet a lot of people that have all these demands. I want this, 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 and this. I'm like, well, are you this, 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 and this? And then they get quiet. So this is the life coaching that I do. Let's work with you first, get you beyond any emotional areas that are keeping you stuck or angry or negative in your mindset. Let's make you feel amazing about yourself because, studies show that you have to be a successful single before you're going to attract somebody that's also amazing. So we break down so many areas of your life, like 35 areas of your life, and we score all of them, and then we make goals for all of them and working with the top priority first and just start chopping away at them in my coaching programs. So part 1 is about life, and part 2, now you're ready, you're confident, you've got everything cleaned up, you're ready to go out and date, and that's where they get the exact information they need to attract someone that they truly desire and who is now a great match for them. Also, in that area, the coaching for love, we define your top requirements. It could be anywhere from 6 to 8 requirements. And these are the non-negotiables that are absolutely certain you need, or they're going to be deal breakers. I don't care how hot looking that person is or how charming or how wealthy. If you don't get them from your partner, you're probably going to be totally dissatisfied and leave the relationship. For example, the younger people who want marriage and a family, as they're going out to date, they have to ask on that first date, do you see yourself as wanting marriage and children? And if that answer is kind of wishy-washy, and they're like, well, I haven't thought much about it, or no, I'm happy as I am, I'm working hard on my career, versus the answer, oh my gosh, yes, I've always pictured myself as a dad. I really want kids. That's the answer you want when that's one of your requirements. And if you don't get it, you're not going to convince that guy that he wants to be a dad. He's got to convince you, yes, he's ready to go. And that's one requirement that would be a deal breaker. for my clients. For my people in the older generation, I mean, I work from people all the way up to 78 years old is my oldest client. Wow. So I ask them, what is your retirement goals? And you don't change it for someone, but you want someone to blend into what your goals were. For example, I wanted to move to Florida from the Northeast, and now it's so cold out, everybody gets why, and it's like, if you don't see yourself moving to Florida, we're not going to date because I'm moving in a year. Right. Yep. So you hold on to what your requirements are true for your own personal happiness, and then we start looking for that person to blend in to your already happy life. There's, like I said, I could go on, but you want that shared vision of your future together and individually, and they support you in your goals. It's very important. So.
I think that's such an important point too, Rihanna, because sometimes, when people are looking for love or they've been alone for a while, I'm not sure they're like thinking that far ahead. I think they more think about, I don't want to be alone. I want to date someone, like you said, that he's either is good looking enough or financially stable, that's going to help me. And I'm not sure they really hold on to that successful part of singlehood that you talked about. Yeah, I think that's really important.
Because over the years, that's why I hear a lot of that in, my practice. Oh, I've lost myself. I'm not who I used to be. I don't even know who I am anymore. Right. And that's the problem, because they totally turn their life over to someone else. So,
right. And I definitely agree with you. We call it be your ideal self, and you'll attract your ideal mate.
Perfect.
Yes. Yeah. And you said something else that, it's, coaching programs that are powerful are really covering these points. But I know when I do couple counseling or I coach people in relationships as well, we talk about sometimes in the relationship, your needs matter the most. Sometimes your partner needs matter the most, depending upon what's going on. And then sometimes it's not about either one of your needs. There's this relationship need that has to be addressed. So
that's kind of under that you, me, and us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So I really like that.
Yeah.
Good. So now, do you have 5 elements of a successful relationship as well that you want to share with us?
There's lists and lists, but I'll bring up 5 that I teach often. Being fully committed and emotionally present for your partner is super important. Again, they have to be the priority in your life, and then everything else comes second, third, and fourth. And, I help a couple establish that. And where that's lacking, then we renegotiate time or priority. So that's important. Second is take responsibility for your own needs and be proactive in your communicating. Now, my BA from Penn State's in speech communication. So I go into tons of communication rules, for lack of a better word, and everything from pitch, tone, volume, pace of your words gives different messages other than just the words themselves, even your body language and your attitude. So there's so many different communication rules that work for you or against you. And this is the key reason why a lot of partnerships dissolve. They just don't have communication down. Third is take care of yourself and don't enable your partner. So they should do for themselves. You need to do for you. You're not looking for a parent. As soon as a woman steps into the role of being a mom, she totally loses respect and therefore the passion of her man. I can't repeat that enough in a relationship. So, if she's always doing his laundry and balancing his checkbook and everything else she has to do like a mom, and he has no responsibilities, it's going to turn her off. So we rebalance the couplehood when they come to me so that neither is enabling the other. 4, communicate as honestly as possible. Your issues, your feelings, your needs, your wants, your boundaries, and your desires. And this should be on an ongoing way and in a very loving and calm way, never aggressive. Just sharing how you know what your needs are. And again, it's a communication style that I teach. And honesty is so important. And then 5, work personally to grow to be a better person yourself. Meaning you have to heal all past emotional wounds from childhood, dating, or prior relationship issues. Let go of control, although have your own boundaries and your own personal sense of control. Stop any impulsive choices that you're making And again, making your partner that priority.
Wow. For me, the most powerful one is that fifth one, right? So really inviting people to heal first, right? We take responsibility, 100% responsibility for our own thoughts, feelings. Last week, you talked about destructive behaviors that come from trauma, right? Mm-hmm. And when a person's really healthy enough to say to themselves, something's not working here, let me look at myself and my partner, and let me see what I need to change, and then come to them and from a place where after I've done my healing work, if I still need something to change, I come from, like a place of love and request as opposed to a place of blaming or making the other person wrong.
Right. Yes, it's so important. Also, I have many couples that sign up. They're there, well, my partner won't do this. And these are exclusive couples, so whether engaged, living together, but they know they need help. And I said, you know what? That is perfect. Don't worry about it. You start and they can join in. And every couple I've worked with like that, their partner ended up joining in. So, yeah, that's why I say don't worry about it. You get started because your changes are going to be so profound that they're going to start wanting to be a part of this change. Right. So, and I just, had a new person sign on recently, the same situation. I said, don't worry, this happens all the time. I get it. When we don't push the resistant partner, we invite them to join us. And over time, that usually does happen.
So if it's okay with you, Rihanna, I want to ask you a quick question, because I know a lot of my clients and students listen to the call. And I have a certain amount of clients that would say, I'm already successful being single. So what's next? Like, what would you recommend for them next? If they feel like I'm healthy enough, I've got some coaching, I've got some counseling.
Right. Okay.
And love in my life is still not working in a healthy way. What would you recommend that's next for them?
Well, most people come to me because love isn't working in a healthy way, and they don't realize they have the past traumas that are standing in their way. So we get into a really deep conversation on a free strategy session that I offer just at my website, RihannaMilne.com. And I give them up to an hour, and we really dissect what's going on. Is there jealousy? Is there control? Is there fear they're going to leave? What is it that they're pushing their partner away? So we dissect that, and then the biggest thing is that they learn the exact skills that they need to have a successful relationship. And that we don't learn anywhere. We get tidbits here, tidbits there in these books, but it needed to all be brought together. The dating questions we're going to go into later. Like, what are the great questions you ask when you're dating to find out the information you really need? Most people are unconscious when they date. They just go out to have a good time.
That's a good way to put it. Unconscious dating. I like that.
And I teach conscious dating. Definitely. Yes,
I love that. So we are going to go to a quick commercial break, but I just want to mention that you can get Rihanna's free strategy session at DrMaryOzFreeGifts.com. The link and the free gift from last week's show on December 27th, if you download Rihanna's free chapters, right on the same page, you have access to her free strategy session. And Rihanna and I are going to talk a little bit more about strategy sessions at the end of today's call, so you know what they are. But I want to make sure you go to DrMaryOzFreeGifts.com right now. Download those 2 chapters if you haven't done it yet, because at the end of today's show, we're going to be opening up the lines if you guys have any questions for Rihanna. Quick commercial break. Be sure to come back because Rihanna is going to go into teaching mode for us when we come back.
Find out what makes the most successful people tick. Keep listening to the Voice America Empowerment Channel. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
Dr. Mary Oz's Radical Change Coaching Program will help you set a healing foundation in your life and teach you how to manifest more of what you want. Are you ready to get the results and radical change you have been longing for too long? Very often our clients tell us that this is the most powerful coaching they have ever received. Come join us and start living life with more results, more love, more wealth, health, and peace, as well as inspiration. For more information, call Coach Sam at 1-833-447-CHANGE. Need help deciding if our Radical Change coaching program is right for you? Apply for a free strategy session with one of our coaches. Be prepared to dive deep and identify the areas in life in which you need healing and transformation. Together, we will clarify how to close the gap from where you are to where you want to be and discover what's possible now. How would it feel to get big changes in less than 30 days for you, your loved ones, and your business? Apply now by calling Coach Sam at 1-833-447-CHANGE or visit us at radicalchangenow.com. Who are you, really? Are you the person you want to be, or are you the person that others want you to be? Think about that. We don't always recognize our gifts and potential because we stick to old methods of being and do what others in our lives tell us. It's time to break through. Listen for Rediscovering the Magic of Being with Marja. Each program connects you back to whom you were meant to be every Tuesday at 7 a.m. Pacific Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Tune in.
Follow us on Twitter for more great ideas at Voice America Empowerment.
You are listening to Radical Change Now with Dr. Mary Oz. If you'd like to participate in our discussion today, the phone lines are open. Reach us at 1-888-346-9141. That's 1-888-346-9141. Let's get back to Radical Change Now. Here again is Dr. Mary Oz.
So welcome back, everyone. We're here at Radical Change Now, and we are with Rihanna. And Rihanna has come bearing gifts with the Christmas celebration and the holiday celebration, as well as the New Year. And she has her free gifts, which is her chapters on her books. And I also consider what she's about to give us in the next 15 minutes or so as a gift as well. She's going to go into what we call teaching mode, and she's going to be discussing with us about healthy dating and healthy relationships. And I'm just going to let her go on a roll. And she also has another gift that she's going to be sharing at the end of today's show, so be sure to stay with us to the end. So welcome back, Rihanna.
Thank you, Dr. Mary. Thank you so much. There's so much I want to teach everyone, but I thought these few things would be utmost important for your listeners. So we touched on it a minute ago. What are some of the questions that someone should ask on a date? And my clients learn about 25 of them, and they're very well calculated out. And I don't want to say that in a negative way, but depending if I have a single in front of me that is, newly divorced, or someone close to retirement age, or someone that does want that marriage in a family. So these are all individualized to the client that I'm working with at that moment in time. So these may be generous. I'm going to try and give you some of the general ones that everyone should ask. So the first one is, tell me about your parents and where did you grow up? See, these questions should sound like right off the cuff, very natural, very normal. So what you're hoping to hear is that they had two loving, intelligent, and responsible parents who were kind and supportive of them, fair in their discipline, and encourage them to do their best. And ideally, they're going to have a long and loving marriage, but if they divorced, that they remain somewhat friendly and civil in their relationship and both be involved with their children. If they remarried, ask about the step-parents. Parents should have been involved with their sports or their art and school activities and spent some quality time with them. So hopefully you're going to hear some fun memories, maybe funny stories. You can ask about where'd you go on vacation, traditions, rituals. Now you want to look, that's all the positive side. For the danger side, you want to look for any signs of alcohol or drug abusing parent, any signs of neglect or abandonment, lack of affection, especially any physical, verbal, emotional, or sexual abuse, any ongoing financial struggle or poverty. These, of course, are some of the 10 childhood traumas that kids grow up with that just becomes their normal. They don't even realize it's trauma. That's why I encourage you to go back and listen to the first show so you clearly get those defined for you. What are the 10 childhood traumas? So these are some of the 10. And if you're hearing them, this could have some emotional trigger energy behind it. Number 2, did you have brothers and sisters? Are they older or younger than you? You still in touch with them? Now you're listening for sibling relationships. You can either hear affection, well-balanced family life. That's always a good sign. It's okay that siblings are very different from each other as long as they respect each other's differences. Hopefully he's speaking kind and affectionately about his siblings, and ask what they're doing now. So if you hear, well, my brother's an alcoholic, my sister never got her life off the ground, I don't know where she is. Now you know there's some real family dysfunction. Maybe the person in front of you is doing well, but these are definitely signs of childhood trauma when the siblings aren't doing well. Or you might hear signs of trauma 7, sibling trauma, where one was treated like the golden child. So if the date in front of you was the golden child, they might often feel very entitled and want to control you in the relationship. I'm used to getting what I want. I'm used to being adored, and therefore you better do the same. That could be coming out with time. If it's someone that felt less than, and their sibling was the golden child, perceived to be more beautiful, more athletic, or any more special, more intelligent, whatever the case may be, they could have a chip on their shoulder if they're feeling they're not getting the type of attention that they really crave and desire from you. So here's like just 2 examples, and you can see how this plays out in a relationship. Here's another one, 3rd one. What are your happiest and saddest memories? You're looking for if they excelled in school, whether it was in intellectually, sports, music, arts, or other activities. Did they have a pretty happy school life? Were they well balanced? Did they have good friends? Or are you listening and they're telling you signs of being horribly bullied or peer rejection? They didn't fit in, or they were fighting or dropped out of school. Or they struggled socially or with their grades. This all leads to an adult with low self-esteem. This could come out in your relationships as jealousy or control, just not feeling good enough, being jealous of you and your career or your friendships. So if it's a man, very often they seek female attention. Let's say you're a powerful woman. They may seek attention from someone, there's nothing wrong with this profession, but they may perceive not as intelligent, like a waitress, okay? Someone that's not as dynamic in their business acumen as you may be. They may go for that, quote, underling that might give them all this doting attention. Whether they get involved with them or not, they could still seek out female attention with someone they feel more powerful over. So those are 3 questions, and I know I have to keep an eye on my time.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Keep going.
I have a lot. Okay, next one is, tell me about your last relationship. Now, if they were married and divorced, you could simply ask, why do you think it ended? There you're looking for someone that's not totally putting blame on the other partner. You know, if it's blame, and she, or he did this, then they are still either angry or pining for their last relationship, and they're not really ready to move on. You're looking for an answer like, you know, we grew apart, or there were just things that came up that I couldn't live or agree with, but he had many beautiful qualities. That's how I would answer, because you were in love with this person once. So there's really no reason to butcher, blame, or put down an ex whatsoever. And if you're still feeling angry about an ex, I mean, believe me, more than anyone, I have reasons to be angry. But I don't want to harbor anger. You know, you can't move on to a new love relationship if you harbor anger from your past. So forgiveness is a big part of my program, tapping into your spirituality, your higher nature, learning to forgive and let it go and look at the good from the bad. That's even one of the chapters in the book, finding the good from the bad. You have to open up your heart to somebody else. So, you know, you're looking to, if there was an affair in the relationship, he could blame her, but hey, it takes 2 people to have an affair. Addiction or other toxic issues, and again, are they emotionally available? So, you know, as you're out there dating, I'm going to move on to the next one. How do you know if your date is a keeper? So here's a few tips from many in the book. Would your requirements be met in the relationship with this person? And again, we've already defined your 6 to 8 relationships, so you're always consciously being aware of that as you're dating and asking questions around that. For example, this may sound dumb, but one of my requirements is they must love to dance. I mean, I was a disco dance queen, and I still go out and disco dance. I love it. And my daughter was singing with a top recording artist in her teens. So, I love music. It will always be a part of my life. So that's a requirement for me. If someone says to me, nah, I got to be drunk, or hey, why don't you teach me? That person, I know from experience, will not be dancing long. They're going to begrudge it. They're not going to say, yeah, let's go out dancing this weekend. It's just going to be, nah, maybe next weekend. That's what you're going to hear. Second, do they match your needs, both functional and emotional? And the functional needs are things that you need to have your life run smoothly. So you're looking for that equal partner in the home that will pick up after themselves, help you with the dishes and dinner, not that they expect you as a female to do maid service. Emotional needs. This is when your required needs for affection. Some people really like hand-holding or public display of affection. People that are ongoing affectionate. Do they match? Very important. What are their values? Do the values match yours? These are very important. And again, there's a huge list in the book of all the values that you want to define first for yourself and then see if they match. Next, do you have enough in common? Are your hobbies, your interests, where you want to travel, enough in common? And number 5, are you both ready for a commitment? If you are, and you say, well, I'm just starting to date, I just got divorced, move on. Dating's a numbers game. You never tie yourself to one person because you like him and hope for the best. Wrong move. So many people are making the same mistakes over and over and over again, then they wonder why they're still single. So the world is abundant. It's just that you need to know what to do. And these are some of the skills you just weren't taught. Now, as you're dating, this is really important, and my clients have these memorized. There are 31 red flags that we know.
31. That's a lot, yes. Rihanna. 31?
That you learn in conscious dating. And I have a workbook of 200 pages that my clients get that are research oriented. And this is the type of skills that they're learning. So this is the red flag checklist that they keep open and available as they're dating, and they keep referring back to it. So they know that they're keeping on track. They don't invest their heart readily and quickly until they're consciously feeling confident. And knowledge is power. That's what leads to my clients' confidence when they're dating. So here's a few of them. Would you want to spend the rest of your life with this person exactly as they are? Don't fall in love with someone's potential. Huge wrong move. I'm guilty of that one myself many years ago before I did my research. It's like, I'm a counselor, I'm a coach. It's like, I can help these people become their best. No, they should be the best when you meet them. Mary, you probably had the same experience.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to control that sometimes.
Yeah. And this one is a real eye-opener. Would I want my child to be exactly like this person? So if you have children in the picture and you're bringing them up, while you're dating this man, they're going to have an influence on your children's lives. Would you want those influences to influence your children? So if not, or if I say, if in doubt, go without. Go without dating him, stop dating, move on. Do you love the way they look or their status, and it builds your self-esteem to be with them? Then you're falling in love with the shallow stuff. Looks will change, it doesn't matter. You have to really fall in love with the top qualities of someone. Always look if they lack integrity in dealing with people or money. If they forgot to get charged in the store for something, do they walk away and say, I got away with it? Or they say, oh my gosh, I had this in my other hand and I didn't give it to them, and they go back and pay for it. You're looking for little things like that. Really big one, emotional roller coaster, where there's regular emotional, I call it cheap drama, and you don't want any cheap drama in your life. And one more, because it's a pretty obvious one, an active addiction. Look at how much they drink and what are they drinking. right? I had a woman go out recently for a brunch, and he ordered the unlimited Bloody Marys at 10 in the morning. And I'm like, whoa, red flag next.
Not a good sign.
No, not a good sign.
So, Rihanna, can you wrap things up in a minute? And then I want to give you some feedback. And then we're going to go to another commercial break.
Oh, this was so important. The qualities that comes from each person. I'll list them. A solid foundation, the ability to trust and be trusted, confidence in who they are individually, and you share moral values. Second is flexibility. They're open-minded, caring, emotionally open. You feel safe with them. There's loving conversation. Third one, fidelity. You're honest. You see loyalty. There's integrity there. Huge. These are like huge foundational skills. Intimacy. There's a balance of love, deep friendship, sexual passion, daily affection. That does not mean daily sex. It means affection. Hello, kisses goodbye. Hello, caring, hugs, fulfilling romance. Both individuals are balanced. They both have healthy self-esteem, personal boundaries, find purpose in their own life, their gratification in their work. It's really hard to be with someone that hates working every day. And they have, good family relationships and good friendships. If you meet a man that says, well, I don't have many friends, I'm kind of a loner, red flag. These people should have friendships and people that like and respect them. And the last one I'm going to say is spiritual faith. It doesn't matter what religion, but studies show the best and happiest and long-lasting relationships are based in faith. So if you can find that partner and share that with them, it's truly important.
Wow. So, a lot of things, Rihanna, very powerful. I appreciate you sharing all that. And, you just said a couple of things that really hit home with me. So the first one is you were talking about how much you love to dance. And, of course, you want to dance with your partner. You want, it would be a horrible experience to go to a wedding and you love to dance and your partner doesn't love to dance. So it really is about knowing yourself so well and knowing, like you said, what's going to make you happy in a relationship and where is this person at with that. I want to tell you a quick little story. When I was younger, I went to a relationship coach and I got some of the worst advice in my life. So
sorry to hear that. There's a lot that aren't educated.
I think you're going to be a little shocked at this. So I go and I meet with this coach, and it's like a dating site where they find the people for you and they coach you. So, you fill out this application. I went all the way into the city. I'm meeting with this woman. She's probably about 12 years younger than me, maybe even 20 years younger than me. And I say to her, I'm a spiritual person. Spirituality has always been important to me. Being close to God is important to me. And I was once married to someone, and that connection wasn't there, and I found it to be a struggle. So I said, spirituality is a must for me. And she threw her arms up and she started yelling at me, and she was like, I hope you're not going out on dates and asking people if they're spiritual. And I was like,
really?
I was like, well, first of all, I'm not doing that. But she wanted me to take that off my paperwork. And of course, I kind of hightailed it out of there, left the money behind, and realized that coaching relationship wasn't going to work because spirituality, you want a partner that will dance with you.
Yes.
You ended on that note about faith-based relationships.
That's important to me as well. It's huge. Yeah.
You also talked about values match. I thought that was really important. And I totally agree with you. I see this in my own clients, in my counseling practice, that the clients that go on online dating and date a lot, it really is a numbers game. Eventually, when they're doing a lot of dates, 99.9% of the time they meet somebody. So I totally agree that's true.
They do know. And when they have the conscious information that I teach, they're totally aware of what they want. And, another requirement a lot of people have, my clients must love dogs. So what is it that you absolutely want in your life? You're not going to give it up. You're not going to sacrifice it. That would be part of your requirements, as is, I want a monogamous relationship. I want someone I can trust. So it's sometimes those little superficial things, but it's also the deeper values that are totally important to you, that you would give to your partner, that you want back. those are requirements. So I hope that made that a little clearer.
Yeah, and you also said, I loved when you were ending on, you made a much longer list. I'm just going to share, though. What I wrote down was you want to make sure the relationship feels safe and loving and is having loving conversation. I know so many women that are unhappy because they just want loving conversation, attention, and presence. And, of course, they don't get that. So, yeah. And then the last note, and then we'll go to commercial break, is you said knowledge is power. And I just really want our audience to know. So today's show is about relationship knowledge. So if you want to have an amazing, healthy relationship, you want to dive deep with Rihanna, learn everything she knows, and that I want to get that 200-page booklet that you have somehow. I want the notes for 200
My
pages.
My notebook. That's not for sale. That is for my clients, yes.
But, it's relationship knowledge is power. So if you've had trauma in your life from dating, from relationships or childhood, it's relationship knowledge that you need. And that's why Rihanna's on our show today. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Rihanna's going to reveal another gift. I promise you it's bigger than her first gift from last week. We're going to open the lines to questions. You can call us at 1-888-346-9141. We encourage you to call us while we have Rihanna for the next 20 minutes and ask away any questions that you have. Be right back.
Live up to your fullest potential. This is the Voice America Empowerment Channel.
Dr. MaryOz's Radical Change Coaching Program will help you set a healing foundation in your life and teach you how to manifest more of what you want. Are you ready to get the results and radical change you have been longing for too long? Very often our clients tell us that this is the most powerful coaching they have ever received. Come join us and start living life with more results, more love, more wealth, health, and peace, as well as inspiration. For more information, call Coach Sam at 1-833-447-CHANGE. Need help deciding if our Radical Change Coaching Program is right for you? Apply for a free strategy session with one of our coaches. Be prepared to dive deep and identify the areas in life in which you need healing and transformation. Together, we will clarify how to close the gap from where you are to where you want to be and discover what's possible now. How would it feel to get big changes in less than 30 days for you, your loved ones, and your business? Apply now by calling Coach Sam at 1-833-447-CHANGE or visit us at radicalchangenow.com.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Find out what makes the most successful people tick. Keep listening to the Voice America Empowerment Channel. VoiceAmericaEmpowerment.com.
You are listening to Radical Change Now with Dr. MaryOz. If you'd like to participate in our discussion today, the phone lines are open. Reach us at 1-888-346-9141. That's 1-888-346-9141. Let's get back to Radical Change Now. Here again is Dr. MaryOz.
So we're here with Rihanna, and we're talking about healthy relationships and how to find that love that might be missing in your life, and really asking you to also take a look at perhaps you're in a relationship and it's not working the way you want it to work, and there's some self-awareness that you need to do around trauma. And Rihanna just finished a really big teaching moment with us, and we're also going to just connect a moment here about something called strategy sessions. because it's something we both love. So, Rihanna, I believe that you and I are both on both ends of a strategy session. I know that I have reached out to coaches that I believe in. When I needed a strategy session, like I'm at point A and I want to get to point B, and I just need someone's eyes to look at what I'm not seeing.
Yes, right? Absolutely. Well, you get the information like from a podcast like this, and you're like, oh my gosh, where do I go next? So I offer a 1-hour Life and Love Transformation Strategy session. It's a $500 value for a single, and I also do them for couples, and it's a $1,000 value. I meet you on Skype or Zoom, and we go deeper into what the issues are. So by the time you're done that hour, it's like, oh, wow, this all makes sense for me that I've heard, and now you have some direction and how to go next. So I love them. I get to meet so many people around the world because I coach globally, and you get to be in the comfort of your home while I coach you, and it just works out really beautifully.
Yeah, so if you're interested in that free strategy session with Rihanna, you can go to DrMaryOz, It's the same gift that she gave away last week with her chapter book. She also, if you look to the side, there's another spot where you can actually request a free strategy session. Very well worth your time. I'm sure you've seen that from listening to Rihanna on our last 2 shows.
Thank you.
So we have the lines open, and we're going to see if anybody calls in. But while we're waiting, Rihanna, you've been very generous to offer us another gift. So I know you and I have had some time to talk about, let's get your message out there. More people need to meet you. More people need to take strategy sessions with you. More people need to get in your singles groups and your couples group. And really, I love nothing more than I see people leave trauma behind and get healthy, happy, and in love. There's nothing more beautiful than that.
Yes, yes.
So you created a masterclass gift for us. So tell us the title. Tell us the title and tell us what everyone could expect in the masterclass.
Okay. Well, first of all, it's January 16th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'll repeat that time if you want to go get a pen and paper. But it is called The 7 Pitfalls of Dating and 7 Success Strategies to Attract Your Soulmate. What you need to know to have the relationship of your dreams. So this particular class is for those who are single and dating and looking for emotionally healthy love. There's definitely 7 pitfalls that are going on, and then there's definitely 7 success strategies I'm going to give you throughout that. And there's some great deals on the class, and it's just a really great night. I do it live. There is PowerPoint, but I am on there live to answer any questions also at the end. And I always give away a couple bonus sheets of information from my workbook. So again, that is Tuesday, January 16th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that Dr. Mary has the link on that page. So Mary, you tell them where to go to sign up.
Yes, it's actually all gifts given on the Radical Change Now show are always at DrMaryOz.freegifts.com. You'll see Rihanna's gifts from last week's, and you'll also see Rihanna's gift after today's show, where you can plug into her masterclass and spend some more time with her. And I do want to mention to our listeners that I asked Rihanna to create this class specifically for Voice America listeners.
Yes.
So this is a master class that has been designed to take you almost like a third meeting and a third time with Rihanna, because we had her on show 1, we had her on show 2, and now you could spend extra time with her in a master class. And I'm sure in her masterclass, Rihanna will also let you know if you're ready to dive deeper with her, what's the next step to take. And of course,
Absolutely.
I encourage our listeners, if you're struggling in a relationship and you just don't have enough self-awareness, or you know you're part of the problem and you don't know what to do with it, you need Rihanna's help. Or if you're one of those people that you're alone and dating isn't working, or I even have clients, they're just too afraid to date. They're too shy to even imagine being in a relationship.
You just don't know what you don't know. That's why I said knowledge is power. And the other piece is people do know something's wrong. Like I'm always angry, or I'm blaming him, or I lose my temper too quickly. Why do I do this? How do I change this? And for that piece of it, I say you can't change what you don't understand. So that's why I go very deep with my my VIP clients in our coaching coaching to make sure that they understand what's going on. We make the unconscious conscious. They know the exact skills. And the cool thing about this is once they get these skills, they never have to repeat the education. They've got it, and they've got it for the rest of their lives. So it really gives them an edge in their life, in love, and how they feel about themselves. And, I have many people come to me that said, oh my God, I've been in therapy 10 times and I didn't hear any of this. Or I'm on antidepressants, I'm on psychotropics, I'm on anti-anxieties. I'm like, you know what? All my clients end up off of those meds because it's all about a powerful mindset for success in life and love.
Wow,
and that comes
I love that.
when you know what to do. Totally.
Yeah, I have another interesting story I want to share with our listeners today. So, I have a PhD in social work, and I have a lot of education, and I can tell you in all my education, I never learned how to help people in relationships, right? Which I think is really scary, right?
I know.
It's sad and it's really scary. But about 20 years ago, I attended a Tony Robbins event, and it was like a 4-day event, and I'm listening to Tony Robbins. I'm about 36 hours into his 3 or 4 day program. I got 3 notebooks going on how to improve my own life, how to bring more knowledge to my clients, and then I had a notebook with 2 particular clients that I was just feeling a little stuck with. Everything I was doing wasn't working the way I wanted to. So as I'm writing in these 3 notebooks, and it was 36 hours into the event, I realized, oh my gosh, I spent $500 to come on this weekend. And in 36 hours, I learned more than my 3 degrees, a bachelor's, a master's, and a PhD. Mm-hmm. I learned more about helping people in relationships from Tony Robbins than I ever learned in any of my degrees.
Coaching is an amazing model. When you get the education you need to help your clients, it is an absolute amazing model. And me working with those that have ongoing anxiety, depression, can't figure out why, I'm one of the rare coaches that allows text access for my VIP clients and unlimited emails. So they get incredible VIP support. And, that's why the transformation is so magnificent in my clients.
So, Rihanna, we actually only have a minute and a half left here. So just tell me, because I know you came prepared to answer some frequently asked questions. Just quickly answer one of those questions for us.
Okay.
Before we sign off today.
I'll try and answer 2. I had this one right into me. I'm 32 and starting to panic. I want love, marriage, and a family. I've tried Tinder and guys just want hookups. What should I do? My clock is ticking. Help. And this is really my typical millennial female client, anywhere from age 24 to 36, that definitely wants marriage and a family, is panicking. They don't have someone stable. They are not finding the quality love that they desire. They don't know what to do. So this program is perfect for them. The Life and Love Transformation program I call Dating to Mating. So it's never too late. It's never too late. And here's someone, I'm in my early 60s. Is it too late to heal from my childhood trauma and find love at this stage? I don't want to grow old alone. Right now on my class, my online class, which is at the Life and Love Training Academy, I have this most magnificent woman who is 73, and she is on her way dating. She's having so much fun online. We went over exactly what to put in her dating profile. She's getting excellent candidates. And she says, I wouldn't have the nerve to do this in 100 years if it weren't for you, Rihanna.
I love that.
Having a great time.
I love that. Yeah. So it's true, Rihanna. It's never too late for love, and it's never too late for health, never too late for knowledge, and never too late to put all those things together so we know how to show up in a loving relationship and attract the best possible love to us. Would you agree?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being on our show today. It's been a delight. I'm kind of sad that our time is ending. We'll have to have you back.
Please, I'd love to come back at any time. And I encourage your listeners, have an incredible new year. And now is the time to have the life you desire and the love you deserve. Don't wait. Life's too short. Have it now. Go for it, guys. This year's your year.
Awesome. So I want to remind everybody, after today's show, you want to go to Dr.MaryOz free gifts, GIFTS.com, and scroll down. You'll see Christy Whitman, Joe Vitale, some of our other guests, Lisa Sasovich, and then you'll see Rihanna pop up as well. And you're going to want to check out her masterclass and check out her 2 chapters, as well as a free strategy session. So again, thank you, Rihanna, for your energy, your passion, your great insight, and just for really caring that people have healthy relationships.
Oh, you're welcome, Dr. Mary. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you all January 16th, Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern in my masterclass.
Awesome, awesome. And make sure you join us next week on the Radical Change Now show, as Coach Sam and I will be sharing some details and coaching moments about our 3-day live event. It's called Radical Change Live, and it's being held on Long Island at the Marriott Ronkonkoma Hotel the weekend of January 12th. We're going to help people be healing from within, removing success blocks, and unleashing their greatest you. Coach Sam and I will give you a sneak preview to the radical change, healing, and transformation that will be taking place. So have an awesome, powerful week, and tune in to us next week as well.
Thank you for tuning in this week for Radical Change Now. Be sure to join Dr. Mary Oz again next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Until then, have the best week of your life.